What if I told you that the real reason you're not feeling the same strength, the same energy, the same natural response in your body isn't actually because of age, not because something has permanently shut down, not because your body has failed you, but because something essential has been quietly draining away for years without you even realizing it, and almost no one has ever pointed it out to you. Now think about this for a second. When was the last time you woke up and felt it? Not forced, not dependent on anything external, just your body responding the way it used to. If you have to think about it, or worse, if you can't remember it all, then what I'm about to explain might completely change the way you see your body. Because this isn't about losing something, it's about lacking something. Let's take a step back, because most men are told a very simple story. You're getting older, this is normal, and over time, that idea becomes accepted. It becomes reality. It becomes something you stop questioning. But here's the problem with that, it's incomplete. Because what's actually happening inside your body is far more specific and far more reversible. There is a critical mineral, one that your body depends on every single day, that starts to decline significantly as you age. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but gradually, quietly, year after year, until eventually your body no longer has enough of it to function at full capacity. And when that happens, 3 major systems begin to suffer. First, your nervous system. You go to bed, but your mind doesn't shut off. You feel tired, but not relaxed. You lie there thinking, shifting, never fully dropping into deep rest. And without deep rest, your body never truly recovers. Second, your circulation. Your blood vessels lose their flexibility. They become less responsive, less capable of expanding when needed, and that directly affects how efficiently blood moves through your body, especially to the areas that depend on strong, consistent flow. Third, your hormones, because your body produces and regulates key hormones during deep sleep. If you're not reaching that level of rest, those systems stay underactive, and over time, you feel it in your energy, in your mood, in your overall sense of vitality. Now here's the part most men never hear. This isn't permanent damage, it's depletion, and depletion can be corrected. Over the years, I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even beyond, who believed their best days were behind them. They weren't looking for perfection, they weren't chasing youth. They just wanted to feel like themselves again, and when we focused on restoring what their bodies were missing, things began to change. Slowly at first, then more consistently. Because once the body has what it needs, it knows what to do. So what is this missing piece? It's magnesium. And before you dismiss that as something simple, or something you've already heard about, let me explain why it's often misunderstood. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of processes inside your body, but 3 of them are especially important here. It helps your blood vessels relax and expand. It supports your nervous system in shifting into a calm recovery state, and it plays a role in how your body regulates hormones during sleep. Think of it like a key. Without it, doors don't open properly, signals don't travel efficiently, and systems that are supposed to work together start falling out of sync. But here's where most men go wrong. They hear about magnesium and assume any form will do. They pick up the cheapest option. They take it at random times. And when nothing changes, they assume it doesn't work. The truth is, not all forms are the same. Some are poorly absorbed, some pass through your system without doing much at all, and some are specifically designed to support relaxation and recovery. Timing matters too, because your body follows a rhythm. During the day, it's active, alert, focused. At night, it's supposed to slow down, repair, rebuild. If you take something that supports relaxation at the wrong time, you miss the entire benefit. That's why consistency is more important than intensity. This isn't about instant results. It's about giving your body the right support at the right moment and allowing it to respond over time. Now let's talk about what most men expect. They want something immediate, something noticeable right away, but that's not how real restoration works. The first few nights, you might notice better sleep, falling asleep faster, waking up feeling slightly more rested. Then over the next week, your energy begins to shift. You feel more stable, more consistent, less drained, and over time, the changes become more noticeable. Because the systems that depend on recovery are finally getting what they need. But there's something even more important to understand. No single supplement, no single method works in isolation. Your habits matter, your routine matters, what you do before sleep matters. Simple things, like reducing screen exposure at night, keeping a consistent sleep schedule, avoiding stimulants late in the day, these all support the same process, because your body is always responding to patterns. And when those patterns support recovery, everything improves together. Now I want to address something directly, because I know what some of you are thinking. What if it's too late? What if I've already passed that point? Here's the reality. The body doesn't operate on fixed deadlines. It operates on conditions. Give it the right conditions, and it adapts. I've seen men who hadn't felt a natural response in years start to notice changes again. Not overnight, but steadily. Because the body was never incapable, it was just unsupported. So here's what I want you to take from this. This isn't about chasing a quick fix. It's about understanding what your body needs and giving it the opportunity to function the way it was designed to. Start simple. Be consistent. Pay attention to how you feel, because small improvements, repeated daily, lead to real change. At the end of the day, your body is not working against you. It's waiting for support, waiting for balance, waiting for you to give it what it needs. And when you do, you may realize something surprising, that what you thought was gone was never actually lost. It was just waiting to be restored. Take care of yourself, stay consistent, and remember, real strength doesn't disappear. It just needs the right conditions to return.